Hey there, Cole. Hope you're enjoying your vacation. This is your video lesson. Here are three things I want to talk about. I'll talk about those three things, and as usual, feel free to have your mom or dad shoot me for a message, and I'd be more than happy to answer. So let's get to it. So good. Thanks for sending me those videos over. It was very helpful for me to get eyes on what's going on. Rhythm's looking a lot better. I'm glad you're using a metronome. That's a big step in the right direction. So I want to see more of that. It's really what I use all the time. If you came in my office at home when I'm practicing, you'd hear me in there a lot of times with a metronome. Even when I'm tracking guitar parts for things I'm recording, the metronome is always on. Just helps me keep my time honest. So that's all good right there. Big thing with the switching between the duple and the triple is that excuse me, the danger part, it comes when you're switching from one to the other. So once you're there, you're fine, and you kind of lock in, and you're good. When you were transitioning, you kind of did like a weird thing for like about 5 seconds, and then it kind of locked in. But we want to be able to do that on the fly at the drop of a hat. So if I set, oh my god, sorry. If I set my metronome here, let's go 80. What I'm going to do is, in my head, I'm going to hear before I start, right? In my head, I'm hearing 1 and 2 and 3 and 4 and 1 and 2 and 3 and 4 and 1 and 2. Then I start, right? I got to hear it in my head first before I even do the thing, right? So you think in your head, 1 and 2 and 3 and 4 and 1 and 2, 3 and 4 and 1 and 2 and 3 and 4 and dinosaur. Right? That took a while for me to be able to do that. But what I did first is what I'm actually showing you right now, which is I thought in my head 1 and 2 and 3 and 4 and then what I do is like, okay, now I'm going to do triplets. 1 triplet, 2 triplet, dinosaur, 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 1 and 2 and 3 and 4 and dinosaur, 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 dinosaur. If I remember the riff. Oh, that's wrong. Dinosaur. I learned the riff first. 3 and 4. Something like that, right? You know, in the riff. But really, what I'm doing in my head is, what makes this riff hard is because that triplet feel makes everything else feel kind of weird. That's what's the challenge about this. It's not note dense. It is rhythmically dense. Hopping over to the 1 2 3 4 speed drill. This one. This one's more about left-hand technique. We spend a lot of time talking about the pick technique, but with this one, what you want to practice is pressing as light as possible. What I saw when you were playing is you're really slamming your finger down, you're getting you're really gripping to the guitar. I kind of equate that to kind of walking in mud. The more you kind of push down on something, the more effort it takes to kind of come up. So when I'm playing this, I'm barely touching the guitar. Right? I'm barely touching this thing. So the way I was able to do that was I practiced doing thuds first. And once I got thuds down, then I tried to make everything buzzy. And that lightened up my left hand, so that way I could go fast. It's the same thing about tightening up your legs. Or so imagine you're running, you're trying to stomp while you run, right? The more force you're throwing down, the harder it is going to be to bring that thing back up. So you want to be able to buzz it really light. I'm barely pressing, so start pushing down the string and get a buzzy tone out of it. Right? That's how I was able to get my speed up to an okay level, right? I'm still working at it. And then for walk, do it more than once. Listen to your mother. Do it once. Do it more than once. Don't do it once. Do it more than once, right? Because when you're looping this, the groove happens by hearing the riff over and over again. So be able to play it twice. Make sure that you're accurate with your chords and your notes. You're missing some stuff out of there, right? So you kind of learned it and you kind of learned it mostly, and you're just missing some things in there, especially for the triplet section. One triplet, two triplet, so one triplet, two triplet, three triplet, four triplet, right? So I actually went through and made sure I was playing everything. One triplet, two triplet, three triplet, four triplet. Bump up. You were missing that first set of triplets on that thing. Triplet. Yeah. See, it's hard, man. Like I gotta practice that for a second. I just gotta pull that tab up, and even I gotta sit there and work that out. So switching with the triplets and the duple rhythms in here, that's the tricky part. Make sure you're playing all the right notes. Work on that, and I'll catch you same time next week.